Today is December 28th. Welcome to Big Book Daily. My name is Rob. I am an alcoholic. It's a thrill, honor, and joy to be here with you today as we journey through the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous and the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions. Today at the Big Book, we're going to continue our journey through Chapter 11, A Vision for You. We'll be reading page 161. At the 12 and 12, we're on Tradition 12. We'll read page 185, and we'll read the 24 hours a day and daily reflection. So with that, hope you all are doing well this morning, my friends. I got a little bit of a cold, you can probably hear it in my voice, but I feel fine. I just don't sound that great. But with that aside, it's a great day to be sober, and as a friend of mine always says, it's a great day to have a great day. So with that, let's get to the good stuff. Out of the Big Book, we're on Chapter 11, page 161. And yesterday we were talking about what it was like for a lot of these couples finding these fellowships for the first time and how just incredible it was and still is. So we're going to continue that idea on page 161 of chapter 11. Now this house will hardly accommodate its weekly visitors, for they number 60 or 80 as a rule. Alcoholics are being attracted from far and near. From surrounding towns, families drive long distances to be present. A community 30 miles away has 15 fellows of Alcoholics Anonymous. Being a large place, we think that someday its fellowship will number the many hundreds. But life among Alcoholics Anonymous is more than attending gatherings and visiting hospitals, cleaning up old scrapes, helping to settle family differences, explaining the disinherited son to his irate parents, lending money and securing jobs for each other. When justified, these are everyday occurrences. No one is too discredited or has sunk too low to be welcomed cordially, if he means business. Social distinctions, petty rivalries and jealousies, these are laughed out of countenance. Being wrecked in the same vessel, being restored and united under one God, with hearts and minds attuned to the welfare of others, the things which matter so much to some people no longer signify much to them. How could they? Under only slightly different conditions, the same thing is taking place in many eastern cities. In one of these, there's a well-known hospital for treatment of alcohol and drug addiction. 6 years ago, one of our number was a patient there. Many of us have felt for the first time the presence and power of God within its walls. We are greatly indebted to the doctor in attendance there, for he, although it might prejudice his own work, has told us of his belief in ours. Out of the 12 and 12, we're on Tradition 12. Anonymity is the spiritual foundation of all of our traditions, ever reminding us to place principles before personalities. Page 185. As the AA groups multiplied, so did anonymity problems. Enthusiastic over the spectacular recovery of a brother alcoholic, we'd sometimes discuss those intimate and harrowing aspects of his case meant for his sponsor's ear alone. The aggrieved victim would then rightly declare that his trust had been broken. When such stories got into circulation outside of AA, the loss of confidence in our anonymity promise was severe. It frequently turned people from us. Clearly, every AA member's name, and story too, had to be confidential, if he wished. That was our first lesson in the practical application of anonymity. With characteristic intemperance, however, some of our newcomers cared not at all for secrecy. They wanted to shout AA from the housetops, and did. Alcoholics Barely Dry rushed about, bright-eyed, buttonholing everyone who would listen to their stories. Others hurried to place themselves before microphones and cameras. Sometimes they got distressingly drunk and let their groups down with a bang. They changed from AA members into AA show-offs. This phenomenon of contrast really set us thinking. Squarely before us was the question, how anonymous should an AA member be? Our growth made it plain that we couldn't be a secret society, but it was equally plain that we couldn't be a vaudeville circuit either. The charting of a safe path between these extremes took a long time. As a rule, the average newcomer wanted his family to know immediately what he was trying to do. He also wanted to tell others who would try to help him, his doctor, his minister, and close friends. As he gained confidence, he felt it right to explain his new way of life to his employer and business associates. When opportunities to be helpful came along, he found that he could talk easily about AA to almost anyone. These quiet disclosures helped him to lose his fear of the great alcoholic stigma and spread the news of AA's existence in the community. Many a new man and woman came to AA because of such conversations. Though not in the strict letter of anonymity, such communications were well within its spirit. "24 hours a day, December 28th. AA-thon for the day. AA may be human in its organization, but it is divine in its purpose. The purpose is to point me toward God and a good life. My feet have been set upon the right path. I feel in the depths of my being. I am going in the right direction. The future can be safely left to God. Whatever the future holds, it cannot be too much for me to bear. I have the divine power within me to carry me through everything that may happen. Am I pointed toward God and the good life?" Meditation for the day. Although unseen, the Lord is always near to those who believe in Him and trust Him and depend on Him for the strength to meet the challenges of life. Although veiled from mortal sight, our higher power is always available to us whenever we humbly ask for it. The feeling that God is with us should not depend on any passing mood of ours. We should try to be always conscious of His power and love in the background of our lives. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may feel that God is not too far away to depend on for help. I pray that I may feel confident of His readiness to give me the power that I need. Daily Reflection, December 28th. Suit up and show up. In AA, we aim not only for sobriety, we try again to become citizens of the world that we rejected, and of the world that once rejected us. This is the ultimate demonstration toward which 12-step work is the first, but not the final step. As Bill sees it, page 21. The old line says, "Suit up and show up." That action is so important that I like to think of it as my motto. I can choose each day to suit up and show up, or not. Showing up at meetings starts me toward feeling a part of that meeting, for then I can do what I say that I'll do at meetings. I can talk with the newcomers, and I can share my experience. That's what credibility, honesty, and courtesy really are. Suiting up and showing up are the concrete actions I take in my ongoing return to normal living. All right, my friends, that concludes today's reading, and I know we're getting up on time, so I'll make it quick. I say that a lot, and I don't always make it quick. I need to work on that. But anyway, I love the suit up and show up part. There's a lot of times where I just don't feel like praying. I don't feel like meditating. I don't feel like going to the meeting. I'm tired. It's in those moments that I have to remind myself, wait a minute. I've been given a second chance in life. The least I could do is try to give this gift, this miracle of sobriety, to try to carry the message to somebody else. It's the least I can do as an expression of gratitude. So I take pleasure in suiting up and showing up. And when I don't, oh man, I feel bad about it. But anyways, my friends, that's all we have time for today. I hope you have a great one. And if we're given another set of 24 hours, I sincerely look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow.